Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield champion is Leon. Leon is a very fierce opponent, the brother to Hop, in fact. And in today's video, we have a challenge video for us to take on today. In today's video, we'll be seeing if we can beat Champion Leon with a Snom. As we know, Snom is perfection. Snom is life. Snom is amazing. I love Snom. You love Snom. But we'll be taking on Champion Leon in today's video, as read by the title, with only a Snom. As you guys can probably see right here, Snom, like I said, is not a very strong Pokemon with only a base stat to 185. Many weaknesses against Leon's team. Charizard the most one with a 4-time weakness against fire. It has Shield Snom and Ice Gale, which are 2 abilities, and the TMs are very tragic. Does not get that many TMs, does not get any super effective moves against the team. So we're going to be in for a real big battle ahead of us. It's going to be a real struggle, but I believe Snom can do it. With the power of the community and the power of Snom, I believe we can take on Champion Leon and defeat him successfully. Before we actually jump into the battle, though, of course, we got to check out our Snom. Snom, a level 100 Snom. Yes, we have to use a level 100 Snom, guys. Unfortunately, we have to use it because it's no way it's going to take a hit from a level 60 Charizard as a level 60 Snom. No way it's going to happen. We also have to give it the item known as the Eviolite. The Eviolite is an item that boosts the special defense and defense of a Pokemon that can still evolve, which is very useful to take a special hit from the Charizard, as you know we're quarter weak against the Charizard. We also have the ability known as Ice Gale. As you know, Ice Gale is the ability that also reduces damage from special attacks by half. That is very huge. That is very huge on our part against Ice Gale. We also are a modest nature, so we can hit very hard. And we're also invested into special attack and special defense, like I said, so we can take the damage from the Charizard, like the Fire Blast, the Max Wildfire from it, to eat up very nicely. And finally, the moves, of course, we do have Icy Wind, which is a great move, very strong move, good against most of his Pokemon. It's just for this drop of speed. We also have Struggle Bug as well, which also drops special attack. So if you use one Struggle Bug on Charizard, that Fire Blast will be doing so much little damage. Bug Buzz, as a higher power bug type move, take out any sort of Pokemon that are weak against ice type moves, such as like his Inteleon, Mr. Rhyme, etc. And finally, we have Protect, just so we can protect, stall out a turn from the G-Max Charizard. But that's our Snom. Let's get right into the battle against Champion Leon. Right, as we walk into the stadium to take on Champion Leon, we are here with only our level 100 Snom. Yes, it's only our level 100 Snom. Nothing else, no other Pokemon required. In the first attempt we're going to do this, I'm pretty sure we can't do it without healing items, but I am going to try without using any healing items first of all. If we do fail, I'm going to have to redo it with healing items. Of course, we're not going to give up against Leon, so we're going to go right into it, take on Leon, and let's see if we can beat him. Leon, of course, leads off with the Aegislash, very strong Pokemon, Ghost and Steel typing Pokemon, major resistances, and also very strong against our Snom. It does contain the move of Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, King Shield, and Sacred Sword. However, we are Eviolite, and we do have investments in. We of course go for the Icy Wind, so we can hopefully get the speed drop on this mon. It, however, does switch to his blade form and go for the Sacred Sword on us. We managed to eat that nicely. I was actually scared of him doing a lot of damage to me, but managed, surprisingly, we took that hit very well. And we fired back with the Icy Wind, which is over half, and get the speed drop here. But of course, probably you also was coming, it went for the King Shield, of course, guys. It went for the King Shield, so you can take a hit, waste my PP, that's my only problem. However, I do know that I outspeed it here. I do outspeed this Aegislash now. I go for the Protect after this turn. Of the minute he's done with his King Shield, I go for the Protect, so I don't have to waste any sort of extra PP. And I want him to get out of his Shield form so that I can hit him with the Ice Wind to guarantee the OHKO. In Shield form, his defense are boosted, and I won't guarantee the OHKO. Then he's gonna heal up, and then we'll have to repeat the cycle again. So this time, I go for the Icy Wind here, knowing that I outspeed, so that I can take out the Aegislash. Luckily, he does not go for the King Shield, and we managed to take it out. First Pokemon done, and we're only at 3/4 HP. Of course, guys, I cannot heal, but that's just how it is. I cannot heal. Next up comes out the Dragapult. Dragapult's a very terrifying mod. I do not want to mess with the Dragapult. It does contain the move Flamethrower. I was terrified of this Dragapult bodying me in one hit. But surprisingly, we managed to take the Flamethrower very well. Like, it didn't even do like over half damage. It's crazy. We managed to eat that Flamethrower very well. And with Snom with Ice Wind being level 100, Modest Nature, the Ice Wind gets let off here, and we do take out the Dragapult in one successful blow. Next out came the Haxorus, of course. Now this is where my troubles began. This Pokemon did outspeed me, and it had the move Iron Tail, which does over half damage to me. And the Iron Tail completely takes me out here and takes out Snom. This is where our no heal run ended. However, we will be back. We are here to retake on Leon. This time we are bringing healing items for this challenge this time. Some happy potions, max potions to Leon, of course. Of course, he leaves us with 80 Slash. We managed to successfully take it out, even though it took a bit longer than usual. We did have to use any healing items, of course. Next up came Dragapult. Of course, Dragapult is a terrifying mon, like you seen in the previous run there. It did go for Flamethrower and do a lot of damage to me, but we did manage to one-shot it here and take it out. Next up was, of course, the Haxorus. Now, the Haxorus is the part where I started to heal up. I had to heal up against the Haxorus. There was no way I was going into this fight without healing at all. And Haxorus, all Haxorus kept doing was spamming Iron Tail against me. And Iron Tail has the chance to drop my defense stat as well, which was terrifying as well. But we just had to keep heal spamming until he missed Iron Tail. I'm pretty sure Iron Tail has the accuracy of 85. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it does have the accuracy of 85, so it has the chance to miss. And all we could do here is just sit there and heal spam until it missed the Iron Tail. This has gone on for a long while, actually. It did go on for a long while until it suddenly used Poison Jab out of nowhere and poisoned me. And in my head, I was like, I don't have any antidotes or full restores. Which did play on huge later on, which was absolutely crazy. And I thought it ran out of Iron Tails, but it did not. So we just had to keep healing constantly. Eventually, it did miss the Iron Tail. The Iron Tail did miss, luckily. And fortunate enough for us, it missed twice in a row. So we managed to take out the Haxorus completely. Easy, done, dusted. Haxorus was out there. Next up is Mr. Rhyme himself, the evolution of Mr. Mime here. This is the easiest Pokemon we have to face. However, the only issue with Mr. Rhyme, of course, it did go for the Teeter Dance. If you guys don't know what Teeter Dance does, it does confuse the opponent when used at 100% accuracy, which was annoying. So we both had Poison and Confusion on our side, but we managed to snap through Confusion. Snom managed to snap through and go for the Bug Buzz, and O-code Mr. Rhyme successfully. However, we are still Poison and Confused for the final two Pokemon. Next up is, of course, the Inteleon. Inteleon was on Leon's team because we chose Spore Bunny as our starter, which was not bad, but the only problem is here we had to heal up because the Poison and we also had Confusion. We don't want any sort of unlucky luck to us, so we had to go for the heal. But this Inteleon does know the move called Tearful Look. Tearful Look is a move that does drop your attack stat and your special attack stat, which is better than dropping my defense and special defense. We do go for the Bug Buzz here, and because of Inteleon outspeeding us, of course, it does go for the Tearful Look again, dropping our stats again, which is unfortunate because we had the potential to one-shot the Inteleon. If I knew that ahead of time, I would have went for the Bug Buzz, but we are still confused. Managed to snap through, take out almost over half the Inteleon's HP here, and then the next turn, we go for Bug Buzz again to take out the Inteleon, and the rest that remains is his Gigantamax Charizard for us to take out. Finally, it is time to take on Charizard, his Gigantamax Charizard. The reason why we have Protect on this mod is for the Charizard for Max Guard. So we saved the Dynamax for the Charizard. The only way to beat this Charizard is to Dynamax and to take it on with a Dynamax Snom against his Gigantamax. Charizard is a mod that is better than Snom in every single way possible, as in fighting wise. Flying type is effective, fire type quad effective, means like he has like a 6 times over us, which was terrifying. So I decided to Dynamax here with my Snom. Snom had to go for the Protect, which was also known as the Max Guard. Max Guard protects you from any sort of moves, especially guarantees protection from Dynamax moves. Max moves, excuse me. Max moves. So we have Snom here with Max Guard. Snom comes out, nicely done. However, we are still poisoned and confused, which does have a huge impact here. In my regards, I should have healed, but Snom does manage to break through the confusion. Snom's a very intelligent being. Respect the Snom, love the Snom. It does break through. However, the G-Max Wildfire, it goes for the G-Max Wildfire. Like I said, it's Charizard's signature move. Max Guard protects us, of course. Unfortunate though, bad play on my part. I decided to go for 2 Max Guards in a row. Hopefully we can protect ourselves. We do snap out, but it's not enough. He does fail. Then Charizard goes for the quad effective G-Max Fire, which is surprisingly 8 up. But the secondary effect from the Wildfire makes us get surrounded by fire and takes out Snom, which was so unfortunate. But I do believe we can take out Leon's Charizard still. I am not giving up. We can take out Leon's Charizard, and we're going to go for it with the 3rd attempt right here. Right, we are finally back here for the final attempt at taking on Leon. I know we can do it. We just hopefully don't get poisoned by Haxorus or confused, and we should be good to go. So he leads off with the H-Slash, of course. Managed to take that out. Next comes Dragon Pulse. Took that as well. Haxorus was much easier this time. And managed to take that out without being poisoned. Then Mr. Rhyme came out. Of course, he went for the Cheetah Dance on us. But we still managed to take it out. Inteleon, we also managed to take it out as well. Now we're back at the Charizard. So the time has come. We both send out our final words. He sends out the Charizard. It's Snom versus Charizard, round 2. We both are going to me, Dynamax, and he's going to Gigantamax into his Gigantamax Charizard, and I'm going to Dynamax into my Dynamax Snom. This is going to be the final battle here. This time I have a strategy in mind what to do against his Gigantamax Charizard. So now I Dynamax my Snom. So this is why I saved my Dynamax for the Charizard. Its Wildfire is too much for Snom to handle, so I have to be Dynamax to at least take the hit. Have the double HP to take the hit. I go for the Max Guard right off the bat so that I can negate the first Wildfire against Leon. Wildfire is the signature G-Max move of Charizard, of course. We protect that off, preventing the Wildfire burn. Now the next turn, I decide. I look into my moves here. I decide, should I go for the Max Hailstorm? But I want to check my Max Flutterby if it drops a special attack, and fortunately enough, it does. So I go for the Max Flutterby. He goes for the Max Rockfall. I don't know why when there's Wildfire right there. I don't understand why he does that. But we eat that up very, very nicely. We actually ate that like a champion. Snom took that like a beast. Quad effective rock type move based off ancient power. And here we go for the Max Flutterby. We're not going for damage here. We're just going for the special attack drop against the Charizard, so we can ease hits later on. So we managed to drop his special attack, and right here I was deciding, should I go for it again? And I was like, yeah, I should. There's no point in max guarding. But in hindsight, I should have max guarded to prevent the Wildfire from hitting me and getting the whole added effect bonus of Wildfire. There's a secondary effect to Wildfire, which is like Fire Spin Burn, but it's much more higher damage. But we do go for the Max Bug Zemu Flux D, whatever you want to pronounce it. We do get the special attack, which is what we're going for here, just so we can take the hit. 3 turns are up now. We're both taking damage from Sandstorm. We're both gonna go back to our regular forms, and he's gonna keep the whole little -2 special attack drop, which is very useful. Me being smart here, I knew I had to go heal this turn. I had to use a Max Potion or Full Restore. Decided to go for the Full Restore when I could have went for Max Potion. Don't know why I did that, but you know, we healed up, and here comes the Fire Blast. Without the special defense attack drop, that would have done so much more damage. It only does about 1/4, which is huge on us, which is amazing. This is what we're going for. This is why I went for the Max Fluttersby, just so I can drop that special attack. However, the Wildfire and Sandstorm are also kicking in, so I have to sit here and stall out the Sandstorm and the Wildfire, unfortunately. But it's just pretty much a waiting game from this point. We are going to beat the Charizard. It does go for the Ancient Power here, of course. I don't know why. Hoping to get a boost, but as you can see, it does nothing because of the special attack drop. It's quite effective, but it's not stab. And Ancient Power is not as strong as Fire Blast. That means we can eat this hit. So this turn, I decided to actually attack. I did not want to heal. I feel like, yeah, I could take a Fire Blast and a Wildfire. So I was like, yep, let's go for it. Let's go for attack. He does go for the Fire Blast here. He managed to eat that up nicely, avoiding the burn, which is another scary threat as well. Fire Blast does have the chance to burn. Eat that up nicely. We do drop Charizard's speed slowly but surely. Sandstorm gone, Wildfire's gone. However, it does not tell you that the Wildfire is gone. After this turn, of course, it's gone. Now I decided to, of course, I needed to heal up so I can take another Fire Blast. There's nothing much I can do here but just to sit here and heal. I'm honestly very surprised we have got this far without having to use X items. X items are stuff that boost your stats. Managed to get this far without even using X items. This time we took a Fire Blast, and unfortunately, it does get the burn, of course, but have no fear. This time we came prepared with some full restores, of course. My bad in the end, of course, for spamming these full restores. I have no idea why I kept spamming the usage of these full restores, but we managed to heal up, keep going, take all these hits from Charizard. As you saw, Ancient Power did no damage to me. Next up, I thought he was going to heal. We go for the Icy Wind here. It does go for the Ancient Power. Fire Blast does have the PP of 5, I presume so. And it's completely out of Fire Blasters. He has to use Ancient Power. We go for the Icy Wind here. Get it low enough. And at this point, I was thinking like he's going to heal. So it's just going to be just a waiting process. But surprisingly, he does not heal. Does go for the Air Slash. And in my head, he's probably going to flinch me. But no. Snom managed to break through because Snom's the best Pokemon in the world. Icy Winds and takes down the Charizard. Snom, by itself, with a lot of heal potions, managed to take down Charizard, of course. With a lot of Hack Slug, I feel like we could beat it without potioning up. But, Leon, I'm sorry, buddy. We decided to take the champion away from you. Thank you for being an amazing challenger. And his reign as champion's over, and Snom is our new champion Pokemon. Thank you all to who have watched this video. This video took a bunch of time. All I could ever ask for, guys, if you can please leave a like down below. Comment down below your favorite part of the video. And let me know if you guys can do this as well. It'd be really cool to see if you guys can beat Champion alone with a Snom in a different way compared to mine. Did use a lot of healing potions as well, guys. Unfortunately, it's the only way to do it. But I'm proud of myself for not even using X items. Like I said, guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, comment down below, let me know what other challenges you guys would like to see on the channel. But, without being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the Shnoms.